There's a new account health sheriff in town, and they're rating your scores on Amazon. I'll explain what this could mean for your account. My name is Stephen Pope, and I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. One of our team members at My Amazon Guy randomly came across this today. We do not see this on 90% of accounts yet. So this usually means they're doing a 10% beta test to see how it will work and if it will be of any value. So if you go to the account health section and you don't see this yet, that's probably why, as they're testing it. Something like this doesn't make a lot of sense initially because here you have an account with a score of 596. But if you move my video out of the way, you'll notice there's a 0 on any account health issue. So how are they scoring this? We don't know yet. We did find a help file on the account health ratings program policy, but it doesn't necessarily seem to be entirely updated based on the new screenshot we saw today. It reads, to help better manage your account health, we've created the account health rating, AHR, indicates your selling account's risk of deactivation due to non-compliance with certain Amazon selling policies. So this is how you could use this to your advantage. If you see yourself start to go to yellow, you really need to walk on a fine rope, a tightrope that is, over an alligator pit, because if you do not walk carefully, you'll end up in that red with a potential suspension. Now, they do say the AHR is a color-coded score that ranges from 0 to 1,000. So we did not have this score before, and I'm going to pull up on screen my own account where I have a healthy rating, but I don't yet have the score. So it's really unclear like what my score is going to end up being on my account. And I do have some violations on my account, which we have not cleared up yet, which is very common in the gift giving category when I'm trying to make tumblers that say things like Stranger Things on them. You never know which brands will have licensing deals and which will not, or which have not loaded them to Amazon to take advantage of. So I'm dealing with some of that myself. But the score, and we'll bring up the screenshot again so you can see this. So the score out of 1,000 makes sense, and kind of that way I interpret this, you got a section between 0 and 100, 1 and 200, and 200 and 1,000. So if you're over 200, you're in the green. Really unclear. Really hard to understand how they're going to measure this yet. The help file, not too clear on this yet, but we'll pull the help file back up and kind of meander a little bit. All new sellers will start with a score of 200, and over time, sellers will see a score that accurately reflects their account health based on policy adherence to activities over the last 180 days. If your AHR is green, healthy, based on an account of 200 to 1,000, that means your account is not at risk of deactivation based on the policies compromising the score. If it's at yellow, at risk, based on a score of 1 to 200, your account is at risk of deactivation. So if you are a new seller and you make one slip up, maybe you don't ship something out quick enough, you get one IP alert in the first 30 days, you're under 200, you're already at risk. Good luck, new sellers. When your HR is red, unhealthy, based on a score of 99 or lower, your account is either eligible for deactivation or already deactivated. So pretty much a guaranteed death stroke is what I'm reading there. You got some severity issues, repeat policy violations, and multiple violations of the same policy will impact the account health in two ways. First, the point values associated to the violations included in your AHR, that's a hard acronym to say, increases each time the policy is violated. That means the repeat violations will cause your AHR to degrade faster with higher severity. Repeat violations having the most impact. Second, your account may be at immediate risk of deactivation if you reach a maximum number of repeat violations for infringement-related policies. We have seen this in the past. Maybe you remade that parentage a few times. Maybe you loaded the same trademark violation several times trying to skirt around a policy, or you asked for reviews. Don't ask for reviews right now. Kind of a bad thing. And regardless of your AHR, you can get suspended for repeat violations on the same thing. So they got additional resources, notification page, frequently asked questions, and all that good stuff. Now, I do have some personal speculations myself. I kind of look at this like the IPI score that we used to see, right? Like for inventory. And I think that the items that are going to be at the top of the account health are going to be weighted harder than things that are lower on the list. That's my own speculation. So everything from the rest of this video, pure speculation. I also speculate that this number has always existed for years at least, and they're now just displaying it for the first time. I also speculate that the items higher up in the list are going to have more impact. Mention that. The score will have a rolling effect, and I had wondered if it was going to be like 90 or 365, but the help file did clear that up at 180. I do think there's going to be a bigger incentive now to clear these errors, even if you're not at fault. Maybe you gave up on that old SKU or listing and you're just like, oh, screw it, I don't want to deal with Amazon. Well, now you have a bigger incentive to go ahead and tackle and clear those errors, even if you give up. And I also think, and this is probably the biggest speculation on the list, you may get potential better seller support for having a higher rating. Now, that one's going to be really unlikely to come to pass. But it's, it's kind of the one I really, really hope. So, so we'll see if I'm right. But that's based on what I've seen so far. We have lots of videos on how to solve account health issues. Check out deactivations, listing yanks, suspensions, and other brand registry bugs in these videos here. Let me know what you think in the comments section.